another special guest. You have probably seen her work before. Vanity Fair, one of her films, starring Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon, Karma Sutra, which I enjoyed a lot, Monsoon Wedding, and another film with a very small actor at the time, Mississippi Masala, starring Oscar winner Denzel Washington. She is with us today to talk about her new film, The Namesake. Director Mira Nair. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
We're glad to have you on the show.
Happy to be here.
Now, how did you put this project together?
Well, I read the book, on a plane. I was in a period of mourning myself for having buried someone very close to me. And I felt such a shock of recognition when I read this book that I was born to make it, because it united, the two cities that I have grown up in, Calcutta and New York City. And, I felt like I had traveled almost exactly the road that the Ganggulis in the film, the family in the film, have traveled. And actually, my films, fortunately, have been pretty successful. So when I put my mind to buying the rights of this book and adapting it, it wasn't so difficult to raise the money I needed. It's raised independently from partly in Japan, partly in India, and Fox Searchlight. But for me, the imperative is creative freedom. I do all my films quite independently, and managed to do this one within 9 months of my reading it. I was shooting the movie. And
you have it's the connection with like the three families. You have the American family, who Cal Penn, one of your characters, he falls in love with one of the girls in there, the American family. Then you have your American Bangladeshi family.
Not Bangladeshi.
Oh,
this is a Bengali. They are from India. Yeah.
And then they go back, see the Taj Mahal. Now, I think it was Cal Penn. Was this like his second time going to see the Taj Mahal, or his first?
I think he had seen it as a baby, and it was his first time as an adult seeing the Taj Mahal, and it's truly a monumental, kind of breathtaking piece, and a great hymn to love. It was very overwhelming, very humbling shooting there.
Your casting of this film, you have some heavy hitters in here, from Hollywood to Bollywood. You have Cal Penn, Taboo, which I love her transformation from 23 to 48.
Yeah.
She does a fantastic job. Irfan Khan, Jacinda Barrett, and I hope I get this other lady's name correct.
Sahira Nair.
Sahira. Okay, yeah, I mean, they were wonderful. What qualities did you look for to cast them into their particular characters?
Well, Tabu plays a dewy bride from the age of 20, 21, who has also the gravitas of someone who has seen the world at the age of 50. And for her, for that role, I really needed an actor who had that map of life in her eyes. And Tabu is like our Kate Blanchett. She's like our Meryl Streep in India. She's a famous star who has done the most brave roles, as well. And I thought immediately of her because she has that map of life in her eyes. She can convince me that she is a bride, and at the same time as someone who has really experienced the blows of life. You can't direct that. I can direct a lot of people and a lot of non-actors and legends, but you can't direct whether someone has seen the world or not. Irfan Khan, who plays Ashok, is actually someone I discovered when he was 18 years old. His first film was my first film, Salam Bombay. And I've been since then looking for something that would do his caliber of actor justice, and he was always my Ashok from the very beginning. Cal Penn was cast by my 15-year-old son, Zoran, who just worships Cal, and said to me every night I would put him to bed, and he would say, "Mama, tell me in the morning it's Cal Penn. Tell me in the morning it's Cal Penn." So I have serious domestic pressure to cast Cal. And Jacinda Barrett, I think her work is pretty extraordinary, and she's a very intelligent actor, and I had sought her out. So this film is a story of 30 years between two countries, between India and America, and it gives me the possibility then to cast actors who come from both worlds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's American themes. I mean, just the family interaction with each other. That was a lot. That was a very, very powerful film about that. And the music. Just touch on a little bit about the music, because you have a little indie hip hop in there too.
Sure. I mean, again, because the movie crosses over 30 years between Bengal in Calcutta and India, which is a place that is rich in folk music, in traditional music, in classical music of that time, and right to the today's pulse of Manhattan, you know, with its hip hop, with its fusion, with all kinds of things. And I asked her, the great musician Nitin Sawhney, who is a cutting-edge sort of British Asian musician in London, to do the orchestral score of it that would blend both the Bengali tradition as well as today. And then I brought to it a lot of found music, you know, from Pearl Jam to State of Bengal to hip hop that we commissioned for it. So it was like the
very
film itself.
Very youth-oriented, so to speak.
Yeah, very eclectic and very much of the sound of today as well as the sound of the traditional folk songs that we grew up with.
Okay, we love the film, and thanks for coming on the show, Mira.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.